Hola Ofelia, bueno, es un gusto para mí formar parte de este video en homenaje tuyo. Bueno, estoy muy contenta de pensar que hace más de 20 años que nos conocemos, que hemos trabajado juntas, que hemos publicado cosas juntas, que he aprendido muchísimo de tu trabajo, de tu capacidad de mirar las cosas de las mujeres desde otro punto de vista, y que espero que ahora que entras en la etapa de jubilación puedas venir a visitarnos con más tiempo, más tranquilidad y más distensión, no pensando en conferencias o en libros. Gracias, un abrazo.
Saludos, Ofelia. Ah, celebro mucho la oportunidad de poder enviarte una nota, unas celebraciones de tu retiro. Bueno, vamos a ver, yo pienso que es mejor que hable en inglés para los compañeros que están allí presentes. I think I first heard about your name in the early 90s when I was a graduate student. I was doing my PhD at the New School, and I remember that I wanted to write a dissertation on Enrique Dussel, but someone dissuaded me from doing so because at the time the perception was that there would be no market for people doing Latin American philosophy. I ended up writing a dissertation on a German philosopher, but I do remember reading your work, Cultural Identity and Social Liberation in Latin American Thought, which came out in 1993, I believe. And that was a very, very important book for me. It gave me a tremendous sense that it was very important to do that kind of work. And so while I ended up writing a dissertation on Karl Otto Appel, I pursued at the same time work on 20th century Latin American philosophy, and in particular the liberation philosophy tradition, which you also dealt with. So your work was inspirational, it was supportive. I think I met you much later. I think I get to know you at SPEP through the work of Linda Arkoff, who I think brought us together. And since then, we have become kind of allies. I know that we had some differences in the beginning because of the way we read Dussel, but eventually I invited you to participate in some of my books, and I'm very grateful that you were able to do so. I remember the first time I met you because you had this kind of interesting smile, a very like a mischievous child smile, very innocent. And there's always a joy in your text that I think is very important. But it was wonderful to finally get to know you and work with you at the APA and SPEP and in other meetings that we have been together. So thank you for, at least in my case, almost 20 years of work and inspiration. You're one of the pioneers for Latino philosophers. So live long, and thank you so much again. Bye.
Hi, Ofelia. I just want to say congratulations to you on this wonderful occasion of your celebration, a celebration that's really well warranted. You've done such wonderful work. It's been so great to read you, learn from you, both in your written work and in your talks, and that wonderful essay you did for my collection in the subject of care. I assign it all the time. It's a great addition, and I loved working with you on it. You just have enriched philosophy and enriched feminist philosophy and brought a whole area of philosophy into focus. So I just want to wish you well and congratulations on your great achievements. Bye-bye.
I first met Ofelia through her words. I was reading her beautiful book on Nietzsche that I got to know her work. And immediately I was really impressed. I've always been a big fan of Nietzsche, and that in that book, Ophelia did a remarkable job showing how you cannot think about Nietzsche's metaphysics and his morality separately from his theory of culture. The most striking feature I found of that book was courage, the way in which Ophelia addressed difficult subjects that are often not addressed in the Nietzschean literature. And it has to do with Nietzsche's views about slavery. He was favorable to slavery, something that we find appalling. And Ophelia pointed out that we shouldn't put these features of Nietzsche's thought under the rug. They need to be discussed, put on the open, assessed as a whole critically. Um, and those are exactly the features, her honesty and her courage, that I found most striking when I finally had the opportunity to meet Ophelia in person, had a chance to work with her when we were putting together the Companion to Latin American Philosophy. Um, as we all know, one of the beautiful features of Latin American philosophy is the variety of approaches and traditions and the richness and complex relationships among the practitioners and the subject. Um, and there were moments in putting together that volume that Ophelia's honesty, courage, transparency, patience, and wisdom were absolutely crucial for me. I learned immensely from her, not only about Latin American philosophy, but also about ways in which we can engage with differences and find the best way of reaching compromises and seeing things from different points of view. And those are features that Ophelia has in abundance, and those are features that we need. We need a lot. Um, so in that sense, it's this is a very special moment, um, and but it's a moment also to celebrate her work, everything she has done, but also everything that she represents. And and Ophelia has this incredible capacity of inspiring generations of younger philosophers, of thinking about issues in a different way, but also thinking about them honestly and courageously. These are extraordinarily important things, and we need so many more people with exactly that courage and that honesty. So it's really a pleasure to have had the chance of working together with Ophelia, and I'm actually looking forward to her future works, which, as always, will have the mark of everything that she has done. Exactly those the wisdom, courage, honesty. Um, Ophelia, I wish I could be there today to give you a very special hug, but I'm sure I'll do that next time we meet before too long. Have a wonderful day. You certainly deserve all of this. Well done.